Seen better days for sure.
Taking on so much water.
Oh my god. Oh my god. What is going on, you guys? Today we are back out on the road, and I am going back to the same lake that I got my butt kicked at last week. So come a little bit more prepared this go around. I got a little bit more time that I've got going for me. The only thing I don't have going for me is that it's looking pretty stormy, but it's not technically over where we're gonna be fishing. So, but I got my rain gear just in case, and I'm not afraid of any rain. And let's get this. Oh, we gotta get the boat pumped up. We'll get the boat pumped up, and then we'll get out there. Before I get it all inflated, I have to put this on the front. Otherwise, it's gonna be a nightmare to get on later. Apparently, I'm supposed to get these in too, but I never had an issue with these.
We did like 38K, so that's nice. Hoping that it's like that this time. We're gonna bring a lot more Pokemon this time.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Whew. Alright, I got it to the recommended PSI this time, so I'm not deflating halfway through the day. As the cold water hits, you'll see it kind of deflate a little bit. Pièce de résistance today. Probably won't bring all my camera gear, but obviously our fishing gear. This time, bright enough to remember my anchor I made when I was a welder. What are you finding? Once I get in here, I'm gonna put my freaking socks back on. Much more steady. All right, let's get a lay of the land here. I see some bass guys off to my right, but I think we're gonna want to stay to the left again. Maybe let's go all the way down to where I said that I kind of thought the wind's coming at me. Hang on, let me figure this out for a second. Just getting out here, first thing I can see, wind is coming directly at me. That's the structure we fished last time, which I've caught before. I was also caught over here. So, but I've never made it that direction. So I think with the new kayak, we're gonna go for the distance long haul and see what we can do. Because I think I see a couple of crappie guys. The water's definitely warmer though, which is good. Comparatively to my last pontoon, which I just sold today, which was kind of a bittersweet goodbye, I had a lot more speed in this thing. It would have taken me forever in the pontoon to travel as far as I am right now, but I've cooked across this lake in a hurry. I see a couple of guys crappie fishing as well. I don't want to encroach on them too hard, but I also kind of want to be somewhat in the area, so I may just start a little bit north of them. I'm going to change up the lure situation for today. Not that I don't have confidence in my handmade jigs, but no, I'm not. I got confidence. I got confidence. I got a little bit of help. Now I'm starting to wish I brought my rain pants. This is my first time fishing in the rain. Definitely damn sure won't be the last. But I always saw there's a lot of good stories that come out of fishing in the rain. You can do it. You feel well enough about it. Fishing in the rain can be pretty actually productive. Not to say that could be my case today. Oh, the bobber lock got stuck. Casting a whole bobber setup like this, even though it's new for me for crappie, panfish in general, with the slip bobber that is not new to me, however, as a technique. This is exactly what we use for bobber dogging setup for salmon and steelhead and stuff like that. So, pretty simple for me to set up, but to do it on a smaller setup is definitely where the issue lies. Not brought anything. And the rain is coming in. I think they're aiming to call it a day. One more cast for this one, and then we're gonna go into the box of tricks. Maybe I need to move in a little bit more. Maybe I'm just too far out from the bank here. I don't know. Now, when I was talking earlier about my bag of tricks, this is what I'm talking about right here. I've got scents. I've got grubs. I didn't realize I had grubs. Dude, we might just strictly stick to a grub. But I got bait ball. I've got what I got over here. Pure UV liquid. That one's more or less for trolling and such. The bungees on these things don't exactly work like I want them to, so they end up being a big pile. A trolling rig for some reason, but I did have eggs. Well, damn. I got two. Let's try some maggots. And we're gonna change up the lure a little bit. Maybe I'm just too big, you know, for what I'm trying to do here. I feel like I get bites either way, but we're gonna throw this on with a maggot. Actually, I might put a body on it as well. Okay, you guys, I'm changing it up again. I'm very indecisive when it comes to this stuff. I think we're gonna do, I've got one already set up here. That's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna put this guy on. Okay. Oh yeah, I said I was gonna do some maggots, I think. Pink color. Let's see if we can't entice them maybe with some bait. I think it's time that we move on to the next spot. Once again, getting my ass kicked by these freaking crappie, or any really fish in general, but doesn't make me feel better, but it makes me kind of feel better that I'm not the only one. Everybody that I see out here is basically getting their butt kicked. Bass guys, even the Pokemon bass guys, but the other guy that was out here trying to fish for what I assumed was panfish, he was getting his butt kicked. So the water has definitely warmed up, but I just don't know. They're just not active yet. So we're gonna try a little bit closer in than I was last go around, and I'm gonna try a little farther down where I kind of wanted to go. I've never fished this far down on this lake before. My last pontoon, I just couldn't get down this far, but I'm hoping that I saw that kingfisher down here, that little bugger, scoping around underwater. So if you ever see that, you see a fish come out of, or a bird come out of the water, you might as well just give up on that spot. Anything that's in that area is pretty much spooked at that point anyway. But he was down that direction. He's not exactly where I'm trying to go, so I'm hoping that I might be able to coax something to bite. At this point, something. Trout, kokanee. There's no kokanee. Trout, catfish, whatever. Something. I'm so freaking wet. My pants aren't even this color. I want to make it worth it for you guys, and I want to make it worth it for myself. Ooh. Well, it's a lot shallower here. And the rain's coming again. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying to do something here. Oh, God. Two things need to change before we even think about throwing this. Is A, I'm going to need to throw on a split shot. I'm thinking I can just do like 2 of the smaller ones. If I don't lose them. Which, I know you guys haven't been on fishing videos with me much, but I usually pull about 3 or 4 split shots out because by the time I get done, I have dropped 2 or 3 somewhere in the boat, in the water, something of that nature. But I've only pulled out 2 this go around, so let's see if I can get some success with it. Let me tell you, when I tell you, I am on the struggle bus today. Not always glamorous, guys. And that's one thing that I was hoping to kind of prove with K-Fish channel is you don't always have to be Mr. Professional and make it look all clean, and you guys see all the stuff that I use and do. I'm no means any better than anybody else. But one thing I do like to do, and that is fish. Come on, stand up straight now. There we go. Oh! Oh, shit. Here, ready? Put this in the front of the video. Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh, I did it? I fucking... Dude, I literally just repeated what I just did. Oh. Well, we have all of our gear. We just lost our bait, which is fine enough. All right, let's try and get a little bit more active with it now. Let's see if that's gonna make the difference for our day here. Looks like a old duck blind. It's seen better days for sure. Might be some good structure though to fish. The wind's pushed me right into it. Not necessarily what I want to be doing. Guys, we're taking on so much water. We're taking on so much water, you guys.
Those legs?
Of course.
Okay.
It happens to the both of us is fish today.
Yeah.
Well. All right, well, I've tried that spot. I've tried a couple other spots. I've been moving back and forth. Just can't get anything to happen. My hands are so freaking cold, and I have now accumulated a ridiculous amount of water in the bottom of the boat. I think this is what we're gonna call it. I have tried like hell to get you guys a fish and get myself a fish, but just isn't gonna happen today, I don't think. So if you guys watch this video this long, I really much appreciate it. Make sure you guys, if you aren't, subscribed so that way you guys catch me on the next one where I do catch a fish and I can actually give you guys something to watch here. I'm gonna keep a new schedule. If you guys haven't seen it so far, Thursdays is gonna be a live stream with a guest of some kind. Fridays we're gonna continue the late stream. I really like doing the late stream. It seems like you guys do too. And then Wednesdays I'm gonna try and do some sort of fishing or adventure video. So I appreciate you guys if you watched so far. I'm gonna make sure I put this boat away. I'm not gonna make you guys watch all that stuff, but appreciate it. Peace out, guys.